What's going on, everybody? This is Justin, otherwise known as the Flipping Accountant, and today I'm going to walk you through how to find your 1099 off of the Amazon seller platform. If this is your first time to the channel, I'm a full-time CPA, and in my spare time I like to buy and resell stuff on Amazon, eBay, and Facebook Marketplace. I am a certified public accountant, and this video is just for informational purposes only. I'm not offering any tax advice, but I'm going to do what I can to try to help you find the information that you need so you can complete your taxes, make it an easy process as possible. So what I'm going to do is we're going to get into Amazon. I'm going to walk you through step by step how to get into the 1099 and kind of explain what it is a little bit. Real quick, if you don't know what a 1099 form is, it's basically Amazon's tax form that they have to report to the IRS. What it was is basically just telling the IRS how much you made in third-party transactions, third-party sales for the entirety of the year. Now, back in 2021 and going backwards, it used to be you had to meet two specific thresholds. You had to have $20,000 in sales and 200 transactions to get a 1099 form issued to you. But with the tax laws changing, all that is required is $600 in sales, and now Amazon will issue you a 1099 form because they are required by law. So what I'm going to do is we're going to jump into Amazon, and I will walk you through how to pull out this information from the system. So I'm going to pull up the Amazon website here, which we've got set up, and I'm going to go over to the top here where it says Hello Justin Accounts and Lists. We're going to go down to Account, which is right here. I'm going to click on Account, and I'm going to scroll down to the bottom and looking for Amazon Seller Account. It's in the Other Programs box down here. I'm going to click on Your Seller Account, and I'm already logged into Amazon Seller Central. So of course it has all of my basic information on it right here. We're going to go up to the top left-hand corner. We're going to click on these little three bars right here. Go ahead and click on that. And then we're looking for the little drop down that says reports. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from the top. We're looking for reports. We're going to scroll over. We're going to go down to tax document library. That's what we're looking for here. So we're going to go down and click on tax document library. This is going to pull up all of the forms that Amazon has in the system for you. And it does specify right here, IRS forms issued by Amazon, and in parentheses, available on or before January 31st. Now they're actually required, I believe it's by law, that they have to have these done or ready for you by January 31st. That's why most people normally get their tax return forms by the end of January or the beginning of February, because the companies have to issue these by a certain time. So just kind of scrolling down right here, you can see that I have different tax forms already prepared. I've got my 2016, 2017, 18, 19, 20, and 21. So if you haven't been selling on the platform long, you'll only have a few right here. But because I do have these PDFs ready to go from my prior years, that means all of these prior years listed, I did meet those thresholds of at least 20,000 and 200 in transactions. But again, going forward, all you need is $600 in sales, and then Amazon is going to issue you one of these tax forms. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click on my 2021 right here, and what it'll do is it'll download right here, and it'll only take a few seconds. So we'll go ahead and click on that. What it'll do is it'll pull up the form right here, and you can print this, you can save it, you can send it to your tax person, your tax, CPA, or if you're doing it yourself. This should have all the information that you need on the 1099 form. So it'll have your information right here. I'll probably block this out right here. It'll have Amazon's information up here. Again, it'll have your information here. It'll have your tax ID number, your pays ID number. It'll have your gross amount of payment card third-party network transactions. So Amazon is reporting that I had $160,000 worth of gross payment transactions for 2021. Now, real quick disclaimer. This does include other fees and adjustments. I do believe that includes taxes that Amazon collects on your behalf, but it does show that Amazon is reporting $160,271.73 for me for last year. Scrolling down just a little bit, it does break it down by month right here. You can see which months you had the most sales, and it looks like December I had my best month, but every month was overall pretty good. And that's pretty good for me considering I'm just part-time. I just do Amazon part-time and I have a full-time job. So 160,000 in gross sales on Amazon is pretty good for part-time. Also, what I would recommend doing is pulling other reports out of the Amazon system so you can figure out what your fees and adjustments were and potentially any taxes that Amazon collected on your behalf. Because if Amazon is reporting that you had $160,000 in sales, but 20,000 of that is taxes or 10,000 is returns or whatever, you want to make sure that you reconcile what your actual sales numbers were versus what Amazon is reporting to the IRS. So it's very important that you take the time to download these reports, you understand your numbers, and you figure out what exactly you paid so you're not overclaiming your income. And you don't want Amazon to report one thing and then you report another and then not have an understanding as to why those numbers are different. It's very important to take the time to work on that. So we're gonna scroll down to the second page right here. It does have some information about the 1099K, what it is. It does specifically explain what is in each one of the boxes and what the information means. So we'll scroll down a little bit more, and it does have a little bit of an explanation for Amazon. It says Amazon has included the below supplemental information to provide further detail on Form 1099K reporting requirements and how the unadjusted gross sales are calculated. This statement is for information purposes and only and is not provided to the IRS. What they're saying is the second page right here, if I'm reading this correctly, the second page, they don't actually provide this to the IRS. So that's kind of interesting that they would just provide the first page. So it is crucial that you actually download this report so you can understand how much money is being collected by Amazon. So we'll go ahead and look at this down here, and it says, how are unadjusted gross sales collected? Unadjusted gross sales means the total sales, unadjusted for fees or refunds, displayed in the table below. We'll look at the table here in just a second. It is the amount the buyer paid for an order, even if the order is later refunded. Please note, if you have multiple accounts, the values below will reflect aggregated information. So we've got all of the different months of last year. We've got a grand total. We've got shipping credits, and we've got gift wrap credits, which apparently some people pay for gift wrap. We have promotional rebates, so that's a minus right there. You can see how they're doing this kind of formula up at the top. You've got product sales plus shipping credits plus gift wrap credit minus promotional rebate plus sales tax collected. See, and this is what we were talking about. It appears that last year Amazon collected $9,803.30 for me on my behalf of sales tax and then remitted it to the government, because I'm not collecting that money, they're collecting it and remitting it. And then using this formula up here, this plus this minus this plus this equals unadjusted gross sales. And that's how they came up to the $160,271.73. So again, it says down here, these values are for reference only and may differ from what is displayed online due to activity occurring after the form was printed. They also give you more information down here. How do I find the summary level details on my unadjusted gross sales for a specific year? Now here, the directions are spelled out for you on how to download this report to kind of help you reconcile those numbers. I also already have a video on this. It's an older video, but I'll go ahead and link that in the description above up here for you. So if you pull up your 1099 and you're like, hey, they're reporting way too much, that's why, because they're including all of these other numbers in here as well. So make sure you pull the other report as well so you can get a full picture of what you actually sold, what you paid, and all of that. So again, I would use this information to reconcile the difference between what my sales were and then what Amazon is actually reporting. So that's gonna be it for this video. I hope that this video helped you out. If this video did help you out, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button for me, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We'll talk to you later.